Time to get you up to speed on some other stories developing right now. A student charged in connection to the hazing case at Hamilton High School pleaded guilty to aggravated assault. Nathaniel Thomas was sentenced to 6 months probation in order to pay up to $5,000 in restitution. Thomas was accused of participating in the sexual assault and extreme hazing among football players that took place on campus between September 2015 and January 2017. He was the only teenager charged as an adult. A shootout between DPS troopers and 2 murder suspects closed part of I-40 this morning. DPS says it started when the suspects ran from New Mexico State Police crossing state lines. Officials say when DPS took over the pursuit near Holbrook, the suspects started shooting. Troopers shot back, disabling the suspect's vehicle. The 2 suspects, a man and a woman, were both taken into custody. Scottsdale police arrested a 49-year-old man suspected of robbing a bank Wednesday. Officers believe Jeffrey Browning walked into Comerica Bank on McDowell, handed a note to the teller claiming Browning had a gun and asking for an undisclosed amount of money. After grabbing the cash, Browning fled. Officers arrested him at his Phoenix home last night. He's now facing armed robbery charges. And we're learning more about the Queen Creek car crash that left 1 person dead and 3 others hurt. This crash happened on Ironwood Road. Investigators believe the person driving the Honda Civic was weaving in and out of traffic and tried to beat the red light up ahead. According to the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, the other car involved in the crash was trying to turn at the light when it was hit. Investigators say speed could have been a factor. And now you're up to speed.